I still don't get it. What is actually being delivered? What do you mean by training? If I join it, what would I do? How would I learn?
So the first part of it is a trend scanner. So we'll show you trends, and off the back of those trends, you can see which events you can go for without having to kind of monitor Eventbrite, Eventful. So what we do is we aggregate content from these
You're
sources.
an event market.
We are an have an aggregator, but we also show you roadmaps to get to those points. But we also link networks.
What's the roadmap and what are the points?
So the development roadmaps. So what we will do here is, for example, to become a data scientist. What are the 10 skills required to be a data scientist?
Then you need to go to school.
Then we'll link you with online training. So that's why we have the first market to go into here is universities and students. I mean, for students, because they tell us that school teaches them the foundation, but it doesn't necessarily link them to the next step, which is work. So here with this solution, with roadmaps and with ability to link roadmaps to people within the network, they get to access to people with more experience or even peers. So for example, a marketing student could get help from an IT student about, for example, blockchain.
Would I be able to upload my contact network from LinkedIn into this?
Yes, so the login procedures can be either Facebook or LinkedIn. We do at some point want to recommend, allow access to recommend, for example, Facebook friends to your LinkedIn friends.
And you had those agreements with LinkedIn, is okay for
So
that?
it's part of the typical APIs for us to access and log in with Facebook.
It sounds like a marketplace, right?
Yes.
Why blockchain? Why complicated things and why?
So, correct, agree. So with the tokens, so for example today, if someone messages you on LinkedIn asking you for help, if you don't know the guy, you cannot go like, why should I help you? But if you turn it the other way around, if you go, I will help you, if you help me, I'll give you 5 tokens. And you might have a perspective of what the tokens might have in value, maybe a few years down the road if you look at. So people are driven by either greed or fear. So in this case, people might be driven by greed, and they go, I think the value of it will go up, and therefore I will help the person. So there is, using tokens as a way to incentivize is one of the key areas we're looking at going into it. And students tell us, so we spoke to students and they say, if you give me between a physical gift versus a token gift, they will choose a token gift. So that's where we are using this as a way to hack into a user's mindset.
So when I went to the website, I entered cooking. So you showed me like
Cooking, yes.
classes to cook.
Yes,
cook
yes.
Events.
Correct.
So let's say I go to one of these events. How would you know? Is there a transactional token there?
So the events in terms of going through the roadmaps, so going for those events, not necessarily, there will not be a back feed here and say that you have done the event, but through meeting mentors, there will be probably a back feed. And so we haven't gone to that stage of really integrating back from an event standpoint, but that's really more personal. But there is no integration rather at this point from events where they go for it, and there's no tangible output off the back of it that I can measure.
I have a problem with this part that you're trying to get on. This whole ICO, I'm a novice in this. I honestly, I have to admit, I don't understand. And I find the fact that you're trying to use the future value of these 5 tokens to tell me to spend 2 hours of my time now to teach somebody, and I don't know what this 5 token is going to mean to me in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
And the fact is, it's illiquid right now.
Yeah. So as you rightly pointed out, the value of this token in the beginning is 0 until I do an ICO and there's investors backing it. So it's 0 until a point where in 2 years' time, if I hit 2 million users, then the value of this token will be 2 million users using this token. So there's 2 ways of doing an ICO. Number one is as a hack, as you mentioned, just a way to get rich. So there's no value on the token. Here there is a value. You're actually using it to exchange value and utility. What we want to actually really create is again a social coin, where people are evaluated based on your contributions to society and to the world, and not just what kind of images or pictures are you taking, uploading on Instagram, what's your anger and stuff like that. So this concept, if you have, for example, 1,000 coins, it is backed by you have done 1,000 mentoring, you have helped 1,000 people, or rather, you can even. So the next step really is if I can teach someone in Africa, he goes ahead to set up a school in Africa, I can get rewarded for the school he's creating in Africa because it's all on the blockchain. So we have utility value for using these coins, not just a random scam that a lot of people are doing on ICO. So that's really the difference. So it's really how are we designing these use cases. And we have, again, we have 3 stages. We have one which is a bronze coin, which is really used for this kind of work. And then we have a silver coin, which is for companies, so companies can get points. And then you can use it to kind of, we think, advertise back to the bronze holders. And then you can kind of convert, and then you can convert it to gold and then sell them. So there's a few use cases that we have between each one of them, and we have thought it out from conversion standpoint. Thank you.